Hi, Christine back again with my painting that I've been doing, and I'm just gradually working through it. It's a still life with a landscape, and I had a session yesterday where I was working on this Chinese vase, this Chinese pot, and I said, I thought it might be a bit modern, but now I've looked it up, I've checked it out. This is my resource material in this beautiful book I have, and it actually says that it's from the Qing, Q-I-N-G, dynasty, 1644 to 1661, or from the Kangxi Qing dynasty, which went up until 1722, so I was completely wrong. Anyway, we live and learn. So today I have actually drawn in, you probably can't see it, I've drawn in some still life, some flowers and some leaves, excuse me, that I've just collected from the garden because it's autumn here in Australia, and there are not a lot of flowers, but there are some quite nice bright ones. So I need to brighten up this area. I want to put lots of colour and life into this section. So that's what I'm going to start to do today. And I've got a really active palette. Active palette, meaning there's a lot of colour in it. Not a limited or passive palette where it's just you know, a couple of colours that you're limiting yourself to. So what have I got on my palette today? I've got Australian olive green, I've got a magenta, quinacridone violet, one of my favourites again, cadmium red medium, titanium white, dioxazine purple, and not to forget Prussian blue. So haven't actually got any yellow in there at the moment, but that will come. In fact, I did put yellow on the palette, and we've got some cadmium yellow hue. So let's get to work. I actually like these Neath brushes with the straight edge. I've got a 6 and I've got an 8. So I'm just going to start with a bigger one. I'm just going to chuck in some colour. So I've got geraniums, and I've got geraniums up here. I hope I'm not in your way there. Just throw in some paint. This is a structure paint. It's quite impasto in its style. That's my style too. It's a bit more of this over here. You can probably see that I also put in a little bit more colour in the background last night after I left you. It'll need a lot of work. It's not going to just be as is right now. Now, I've actually got some fruit just here, kumquat. For some reason I think a kumquat goes well with Chinese. Maybe they are originally a Chinese fruit. Don't actually know. I thought I had another one of those. There's one over here somewhere. Oh, we'll just put him in. Can be sorted out later. Now, there's some pink geranium too, so that's where the quinacridone, the magenta, the quinacridone violet comes in. So mix that with white and you get this really vibrant pink. So there's a geranium, a really rather spectacular geranium here. Needs a bit more yellow in it, I think. Perhaps he needs a little bit of dioxazine violet. Bring out a bit of contrast. So I'm not too worried about the old background now. I mean, the background will probably change quite a bit because that's the way I work. I get colour down and then I kind of layer it up lots. Let's get a bit more contrast in there. See, the background is coming through quite nicely with its bit of contrast. Yeah, looking vaguely like the flower of a geranium. Now, there is some white in here. A bit of a, I don't know, it's hard for me to see what I actually drew now. There you go. Something sort of white in there. You probably think I'm quite mad. I do too. I just paint away, see if it looks any good. Now, we've actually got leaves. We've got a whole lot of leaves, so let's get some green in there. So this is the olive green. And these big leaves that I'm going to paint in are actually, they're guava leaves. I've got a big guava, well, a couple of guava trees in the garden. And they have these really spectacular leaves with wonderful veins in them. I'm very happy to incorporate them into a still life. Oh, that's interesting. I think that's going to be interesting. Now, I've got another one. Comes down here. Quite dark. Under here. Oh, look at that beautiful creamy paint. Don't you think that looks just divine? Ooh. Okay, let me just have a look at that. It's coming along slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Now, I think we need a bit of yellowy green for some of these leaves. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's put a bit of white in this so that we get a really much yellower leaf. This was on the kumquat. Some of the leaves on a kumquat are really quite yellow. It probably means they've got some sort of vitamin deficiency, but still, it looks nice. Put a bit more green into that. There we go. Starting to get interesting, I think it is. Now, let's do something with some stalks, some lines. Here we need a bit more light again. Now the beauty here, you can see that the chalk is quite obvious, but it's not going to matter because I can wipe that away with a wet rag. It's no big deal at all. How's that looking? Interesting? I think I'm just going to stop there for now because it's probably getting too long in the video and we can go on further tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice night.